Okay, Cold Steel R&D. We're here today to talk about the Holdout 1. This is our 6-inch Skeen-Doo. We've already done videos on the other two sizes. We have a Holdout 2 and Holdout 3. And this is the 6-inch Holdout 1. It has a solid G10 frame, aluminum back spacer with a little bit of kind of decorative, kind of functional jimping back there. It has a nice open hollow design there. These holes are just good enough to lighten it up, give it a nice look, but yet you're not going to get your fingers in there. The other ones share that same feature as well. It's these holdouts probably pound for pound are the strongest triad locks. Yes, they may not be as strong as a Spartan or a Spada, but pound for pound, these are extremely strong. That's due to basically just the shape of the knife. Very rarely you'll find a very straight lock back or triad lock knife. That was kind of a challenge to get that to work right, but we were able to accomplish that. And it makes for nice clean lines, a clean design. This knife, these are all 8A. This is a 6-inch blade. It's about 3.8 millimeters wide. You'll always see oddball sizes when we talk about the thicknesses because they come in a nominal size of 4, and then after they're for surface ground and they're finished, you know, they lose 0.2 of a millimeter or so typically. This knife weighs 7.6 ounces. It has a relatively deep carry pocket clip, so even this, it's about hand size here, you know. It's in the pocket where it's not horribly intrusive, but you can still get a good couple fingers on there and get that out. It is smooth operating. For such a big knife, it's relatively narrow when it's closed. For example, compared to this Recon 1 Spear Point, they're actually about the same width. So for a relatively small package, you're getting a lot of cutting power. You know, the Skeen-Doo is not just a fighting knife. It's not just a utility knife. It was kind of like the dual pocket knife or sock knife traditionally. You know, so it's not. It has an aggressive look to it because it's kind of dagger shaped. You know, but really it's a little bit asymmetrical. Will that get you past any dagger laws in your state? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know that. But following the traditional design of the Skeen-Doo, they're typically very close to symmetrical or just a little bit asymmetrical. You can switch this clip around for left side, right side carry. The thumb studs are strong side and weak side, so if you take that to that side, you're going to spin your thumb stud around. They're like this so you can still get that open with your left hand, but it doesn't snag in your pocket a lot. These all started about with this. We call this the Secret Edge. It's basically a fixed blade Skeen-Doo. Obviously it has a Secure X sheath. Comes with a neck lanyard, traditional Cold Steel style. Anyway, we did this design and liked it so well we wanted to carry it on to folders. I just have a habit of any fixed blade I design, I like to make folders out of it too and have a whole set. So this is where it started off, and then from there we made the fixed blade version, and they're quite similar looking. I'll just set them down here and get a good shot of that. Sadly, you can't get this exact shape due to the lock, the mechanism, and the spring, but it came awfully close. And in the hand, they're pretty similar. Again, it's offered in a full serrated or plain blade. You can carry this. My brother carries one of these in his boot all the time. Let's get a shot of that. Most cowboys really don't maybe carry Skeen-Doos, but you can. It hangs in the boot nicely and not too heavy. And that's the full serrated one, and it does cut like a chainsaw with that long, thin, tapered ground blade. We call this blade tapered ground because it's tapered. It's ground from top to bottom this way, fully tapered. But it also has distal taper. That means it's tapered from the ricasso area in here to the point continuously. So yeah, this is maybe a more delicate point than a lot of other knives we offer, you know, because you have to do different designs and different applications. But at that point, what it loses in strength, because it's thin, that makes up for it in, you know, penetration or just using it for small detailed work. It's certainly not the Tanto point, but it's you know, following the traditional Skeen-Doo design, it's pretty awesome. That is the holdout one.
Can't shove the full thread, I don't want to.
Holdout one versus 1 inch Manila rope. Who else wants to try? Come on in, Daniel. We'll bring a lightweight in. Rope cutting is all about speed, not strength. So, as long as you can get that knife moving fast enough. Daniel's about 60 pounds lighter than me, so let's see. Bring him on to speed. Nice cut. So it's not all about size, it's just about technique and speed. Sometimes it's more technique than knife, but a knife this size, just about anybody can do it if you can bring on speed. 2 pieces of 1 inch rope, hold out one.